Your shift is complete. Welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and a lot of expressions that we see, that we think, that we feel seem to be built around the idea of being part of something bigger than us, something greater. And then we come up with stories that are similar to the idea that you are being initiated, being tested, becoming worthy in some sort of realization that God is reaching out to you through this video. None of that's reality. You are reality. That's kind of where the buck stops, right? With you. It didn't even start because it is just you. So the whole idea that you can express being part of something greater is actually just you. As awareness, realizing that the greater awareness that is everything is still you. And you are just experiencing your physically focused viewpoint of that same awareness. That's literally it. The whole idea that there must be something more special happening is not true. You're just creating the idea that there's another life that you are living and an eternally new life that you want to be living right now. You're the one creating the separation with the story that, well, one thing's God, one thing isn't. Just because someone else is living in a mansion or with their current SP, and now you suddenly believe you can too, that's still limiting yourself to someone else's viewpoint of reality, to someone else's current experience of reality, not necessarily their entire experience of reality, because you have no idea what that might be. And what's yours? What is your experience of reality? What are you going to be aware of? Because right now, all of those things are still you being aware of something else that is not you. You are reality. It's not because someone else is living that idea. Your own awareness is the evidence of that idea being lived. Your awareness of you living that idea, of you living that dream life. You already living it. Not to live in conjunction or contrast with someone else's dream life, but to live your specific one, no matter what it looks like. And there's no ultimate experience of reality. It's all ultimate reality. There isn't an ultimate of anything. Wouldn't that be fascinating? Contemplating what I mean by that is, if you consider ultimate can't be something specific, frankly, there is only an idea. And that's from your perspective. So when you declare what ultimate reality is, you're basically declaring your truth of reality. But knowing that this ultimate reality is just existence as it is right now, without any kind of form, any kind of direction, any kind of reason, any kind of story, any kind of anything. Just pure potential of all existence. That's it. And the life that you live is a selection as you and your higher self as one, a story of that potential. Not a single thing is not already yours. So pure potential of beingness. Forget about the story of your life right now. Whatever you think is happening or not happening, whatever. Your dreams, your desires, anything like that, there's nothing. Pure potential of beingness. That means right now you are the absolute pure potential of any life that you are living, that you can be aware of, that you know right now. And if you want to consider the reality as frames, okay, but understand that between them, the gap between each frame, that there's nothing real. It's an illusion. You are the one creating the gap between the frames. It's a frame of nothing that you create to experience the next frame, the frame of emptiness. We put time and space between things so we can know these things. Imagine there's no time and space between your hands. And that's how you consider it. And it's almost as if it was silence between musical notes. You need the silence just as importantly as you need the note itself. It's one thing. Otherwise, you wouldn't actually be able to hear it. It'll just be a constant buzz that you wouldn't even know was a buzz. It'll just be there. You wouldn't even hear it. And our own vibrational experience of reality is I am, and I am not simultaneously. So you are the constant knowing as I am. Now from that potential, quite literally everything exists. And I have used a library analogy before. Imagine there was no space between books. How would you read the individual story of that book? That's why we have space in between identities, because it's the only way we can experience specific moments of reality, because there's that much. And how do you know all of it exists right now? Because when you experience what we call synchronicity, it's usually that you were thinking about something. Maybe you were thinking about it in depth, maybe not. But it was out the ordinary compared to what you normally think. And then 5 minutes later, 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks, whatever, something pops into your reality experience that reminds you of exactly what you were thinking. Or it is the exact experience of what you were thinking. And you say, okay, well, there was a delay because I had thought about it however long ago, and then it appeared later. But from this now moment, when you look back and you remember the entire scenario, remember thinking, becoming aware of, or contemplating the idea. And then you also remember, or are now contemplating another version of that idea where you physically experienced it. So basically you're remembering you physically thinking about it, then remembering you physically experiencing it, and now you are physically experiencing the thinking about it. So 3 in 1, right? Just as a experiment here for a moment. You experience both, all 3 now. Both are reality, all 3 now. So no matter how you experienced it, physically or non-physically, both happened in and as your awareness. And that is where they both are remembered now. Then you say, well, one happened before the other, but how do they exist now? No one's saying you didn't experience one, then the other. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to even contemplate it in the way that I experienced one, then the other. But they exist right now in the same time, in the same place, in the same awareness, as the same awareness. They are both known now. Which one's older? Awareness is giving beingness, giving light, and knowing them both simultaneously. Now, if both of them exist simultaneously in the same place of awareness, the way you can experience them separately is by creating separate experiences of the one knowing that they are both simultaneously existing. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to experience it physically. How would you experience both of those things simultaneously since both of those things exist simultaneously? You can't experience it simultaneously. You only know that it is simultaneously existing. You have the idea. You have the awareness of the idea. You concentrate or focus or contemplate that idea for however long in the idea that this is what I want to experience. This is who I now choose to experience myself as. This is what I choose. I'm embodying this me. That's who I am now. It's my choice to embody this me. This is who I am now. The effect of me experiencing the embodiment of it is just another way for me to choose. It doesn't matter how long, because it was just long enough for you to know you and be aware of yourself contemplating the idea, and then you experience it, and both are now showing you where they both exist in your awareness at the same time. That is why when you are aware of a version of yourself that is already living the life you desire to be living, that is there. That's what's unfolding, because they both exist in the same place. Your awareness of the desire is the desire unfolding as your experience of it right now. So this present frame, that's changing, but let's just refer to it as the present frame of the now moment. Let's say for a moment, okay, you perceive yourself as physical, wherever that may be, sitting in your apartment, sitting in your house, sitting at the gym, wherever you are, right? Appearances, circumstances, conditions, the lot, right here in the specific moment, no matter what it is. That's your physically focused starting frame, which is right here, right now. You're always starting again, being blank right here, right now, as this. The present, the now in your knowing. And let's say this is the only frame that exists right now, because it's what you're being aware of. Not the appearances, but the knowing that is continuous, that lit up knowing of what I am experiencing right now, that's what's real. As myself, not what the appearances look like or what you think they mean or what they feel like to you. The knowing of who and what you are, knowing itself. I am reality, just being aware. Blank. No future, no past, zip, nothing. It doesn't matter if you came from somewhere. It doesn't matter if you have plans later. Right now, none of that exists in truth. It's all just experiences within your awareness. Only potential that we are consciously choosing to give up the belief of solidity in. Okay, we are consciously choosing to give up the belief in solidity in whatever is happening, and you are being right now a blank nowness of all of it. And that's your knowing that you have images that you think are the past. You have images you think that are the future. You have images that you would prefer to be happening right now. You have images of what you prefer to be your past to have been. You have images of what you prefer to be your future to be coming. But right now and right here, you are the blank knowingness of all potential as reality itself, right here and right now. That's exactly what you are. That. And this is not a process, right? This isn't a process. It's more of a willingness to see reality that way. The way, this way, your way. A way that you are now deciding to see it. This is not actually how reality is. It's more that I'm pointing you to see that no matter how you want to see reality, you can. That's all. So it's not the specific way that is the way. It's specifically knowing that any way you choose to see it, in the knowing that you are seeing it, you can. Because you wouldn't be able to contemplate your idea in the first place were it not existing already. That was just one. In fact, it wasn't even just one. Everyone who bothered to do that, which is everyone in infiniteness, had their own way. Infinite number of ways. It doesn't matter if you did it or not. It still exists. Blank nothingness, present moment, with the knowing of all potential already being yours, each moment connected to every other. There is no specific life. There is a specific life, a dream life or a chosen life that you want to experience right now. And that's what you light up. That I am this. I am this. It has its own past. It has its own future. It has this moment now that I am lighting up, but I'm lighting up the entire thing unconsciously and consciously. I am it. I am that now. I made my choice. I am who I am. What does that actually mean in terms of reality then? It means it already exists. It means it exists here and now, superimposed onto my own awareness, and I gave life to it. Now it's life. I gave life to what my life now is. It means there are experiences that you are aware of and not aware of, and that you are being aware of. It means that there is a selection of events that you are feeling the idea of while not being able to see it exactly. But you feel it. These events correspond to a pre-existing experience. It means that all the money you desire to have in this life, there is an unfolding of that experience. The love, there is an unfolding of that experience. The living place, career, all the same. There is a series of events and circumstances that you are feeling in this very now moment. Now going to the end, and by going to the end, I mean lighting up your dream life, lighting up already living it. Simultaneously saying to yourself, your higher self, and even your unconscious knowing as a choice, I am that life now. That's it. Because when you are speaking, when you're knowing, when you're contemplating, when you are declaring, when you are claiming, you're only ever doing it as I am. Either I am not and I'm hoping, or I am and I am. All the pureness of potential is rearranged into your own and as your own awareness. And you start living that life as that life experiencing itself. A new past that you can't even see most of. A new future that looks similar to what you may have thought was going to happen. It doesn't need to look different. It is. It's a choice to see reality in its allness of potential. And it's a choice to choose which you are right now as the pureness of potential. And it's deeper to know that the way you see it is unique to you and already available to be seen in that way because it's unlimited. You couldn't imagine a way to see yourself as reality without actually realizing that you are already seeing it that way. Because if you thought about a way to see reality, that means you already saw it that way. And you're just contemplating whether or not you can, or it's right, or it's whatever. But you couldn't see it wrong. That way already exists like everything else. It's realizing you are in front of the pureness of it all. As the creator having already created it all. And what you are now remembering, your shift is complete. Every shift you could possibly make is done. And when I say your shift is complete, what I mean is that the belief in the 3D expression of reality having a cause, the day-to-day shift of believing the 3D is your job to manage, that shift is done. The day job of being unconscious finished. It's no longer your experience of reality. You know that there's something greater. You are that greater something. The job's done. Now shift to being the God of it all completely. I'm your host, Reese. This is Reality with Reese. Thank you so much for joining me today. Much love, much light. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for liking, sharing. Thank you for joining, tuning in, all those things. Thank you for joining the TikTok page. Thank you for joining the Facebook page. Much love, much light, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye.